So I'm here today with Mark Robinson, who is an Alabama smoke diver and has been a firefighter for 4 years. And he's going to share a few tips for working out and show a few exercises that you can do to get physically fit for the CPAT test.
This is going to be very basic and simple. You can get as advanced with this as you want to, but this is tailored to those guys that have no prior physical fitness background, no exercise experience. This is just to get you moving in the right direction and get you ready for that CPAT. When preparing for this mentally, we want to treat it almost as if it's an obstacle course. It's a 10.5-minute long obstacle course that you're preparing for. The first thing that CPAT starts with is it's the one that gets just about everybody, is the stair climb. 3 exercises I've picked to help get you ready for this: climbing stairs. And ideally, when you climb stairs, put some sort of weight on. If you can afford a weighted vest, get a weighted vest and just continuously climb stairs for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Just walk up and down. If you've only got a couple of steps available to you, like 1 or 2 steps going up your porch, take 2 steps up, 2 steps down, and just continuously do that over and over. And maybe add in some air squats. The biggest thing with your air squats, get the most out of the exercise. Make sure you're going deep, your thighs are parallel to the ground. Another exercise that we picked are lunges. Lunges are great. You can do walking lunges, you can do lateral lunges, you can do reverse lunges. The lunge is a great exercise. It's going to build your quads. It's going to get you ready for those stairs. So coming off the stairs, we go into the hose drag. 2 exercises that I've picked are tire pull and bent over rows. Because during that hose drag, you've got to move forward with the hose. We've got to advance it forward, and then you're going to get to a spot where you have to stop and then pull the hose to you. Both those exercises kind of encompass those movements. With the tire pull, we're going to have the tire behind us, and we're going to be walking forward. When we start doing the tire pull for the things like the dummy drag, that's when we'll turn and face the tire and walk backwards. So with the bent over row, there's a ton of different variations. You can do it single arm with a dumbbell, both arms with dumbbells, barbells. I just suggest finding a variation or one that works best for you. After the hose drag, we go into the equipment carry. The equipment carry is pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. The best thing that I can recommend you do to prepare for that, take a couple 5-gallon buckets, fill it up with sand, gravel, water, and just do a farmer's carry, carrying both buckets, 25, 30 yards down and back. So after the equipment carry, we go into the ladder raise extension. The 2 exercises I've picked for that would also benefit us in the ceiling breach and pull. So I'm just going to include 2 exercises that work well for both. Overhead press with dumbbells, or like a military press, and then also pull-ups. Pull-ups all around is a great exercise. I'm a big fan of strict pull-ups, elbows all the way extended, and we bring our chin all the way up over the bar, palms facing away. So after the ladder raise, we're going to go to our wall breach. One of the 2 exercises that I picked for that is our lateral wall balls. With lateral wall balls, we want to take a weighted medicine ball. We're going to be perpendicular to our wall, and we're going to go an X amount of reps on both sides. When doing this, I want your feet about shoulder width apart, bend to your knees, and you're going to load your weight into your right side, almost like you're getting ready to hit a baseball and you're going to explode left. Make sure your hips rotate, your core rotates, drive the ball into the wall, catch, and we're going to reset. You do that for a certain amount of reps to your left side, and then turn and do the same amount of reps to your right. The other exercise that I've picked for the wall breach are the Russian twists. You're going to sit, have a slight bend to your knees, feet off the ground, almost in a V position. And we want to take you can use a 25-pound weight, a kettlebell, a weighted medicine ball, something like that. And we're going to keep our core tight, and we're going to rotate side to side. And I like to touch the ground, just barely tap the ground as I rotate to each side. After the wall breach, we go to the maze. With the maze, a couple of exercises I picked to prep us for that are push-ups, planks, and bear crawls. Really just trying to focus on building overall core strength. So once you exit the maze, you'll then move to the dummy. The dummy's about 165 pounds. And some of the exercises that I've chosen to prep us for that are tire pulls. This is where we're going to be walking backwards now. We're going to be facing towards the tire, and we're going to actually walk backwards, simulating the same movement that you'll have as you pull the dummy. And then lunges and squats again. So after the dummy pool, that's when we move to our ceiling breach and pull. We've already kind of covered some exercises for that. Now some other things that I'm going to kind of hit on that I think will really benefit you the most in preparing for the CPAT: cardio. You've got to run. Have days where you do 30-second on, 30-second off intervals. You sprint for 30 seconds, jog or walk for 30 seconds, and then maybe have some easy running days where we jog lightly for 15 to 30 minutes. As you're moving from station to station, we want to start to kind of let our body recover. And having a higher cardiovascular fitness level is going to enable that to happen. We're going to recover faster. We want to try to get our heart rate down before we go into the next exercise. Ideally, when we're doing a lot of these movements, remember during the CPAT, you are wearing a 50-pound weighted vest the entirety of the event. So what we want to do when we're doing these exercises, we want to recreate the environment you're going to be testing in. If you have the capability of getting a weighted vest, I highly encourage you do so. Get used to moving in it. Get used to working in leather gloves. We want to, again, recreate what you're going to be testing in as much as possible and get comfortable in that.
The CPAT test is very intense. You have to want it. It requires a lot of heart and grit, and you need to make sure that you are well prepared before test day. So Mark, thank you so much for helping me out with this video. Leave any comments below with any suggestions that you have for workouts to do. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel, and thank you guys for watching.